The Ukraine-Russia conflict continues to fluctuate between hope and setback. Despite Russia's commitment to diplomatic talks, peace efforts are stalled as military tensions rise, including the Zapad 2025 exercises near NATO borders. The US and Europe face challenges over sanctions, with the Kremlin warning of retaliation. DD India's Rabindra Chauhan has more.
The conflict between Russia and Ukraine swings between hope and setback. After attacks on key targets by each other, Russia signaled readiness for talks again on Monday. The Kremlin said it remains committed to resolving the crisis through diplomacy, responding to US President Donald Trump's recent warning that his patience with Putin was running out.
Russia remained ready and interested to resolve the Ukrainian crisis through political and diplomatic means. The process is being artificially slowed down by Kyiv. No one wished to delve into the root cause of the conflict.
With peace talks stalled, the conflict escalated as Russia and Belarus launched the Zapad 2025 military exercises near NATO borders. Poland and Romania reported drone incursions and scrambled jets. Russia described the drills as defensive against aggression. Meanwhile, US officials paid a surprise visit to the exercise site. Belarus welcomed the American observers. So far, NATO members including Poland, Romania and the UK have summoned Russian diplomats over airspace breaches, while the Kremlin accused NATO of actively fighting Russia by supporting Ukraine.
NATO is fighting with Russia. This is obvious and need no additional proof. NATO is de facto involved in this war. NATO is providing direct and indirect support to the Kyiv regime. This is why it can be said with absolute certainty that NATO is fighting against Russia.
Expressing displeasure with Europe, US President Donald Trump said he is ready to impose sanctions on Russia but criticized Europe for not acting tough enough, especially regarding oil imports. Meanwhile, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen proposed using frozen Russian funds to support Ukraine's defense.
Europe is buying oil from Russia. I don't want them to buy oil. And the sanctions that they're putting on are not tough enough. And I'm willing to do sanctions, but they're going to have to toughen up their sanctions commensurate with what I'm doing.
Angered by this, the Kremlin warned on Monday that Europe seizing frozen Russian assets would harm the Western financial system and threatened retaliation against any country attempting to do so.
Beside the fact that it will significantly undermine credibility of the Western financial system, it will also be subject to legal action by Russia, which will be defending its property right in the legal field. NATO is de facto involved in this war. NATO is providing direct and indirect support to the Kyiv regime.
The peace process is stalled as both sides continue attacks, leveling allegations against each other, with the path to peace getting hindered by military and diplomatic tensions. Rabindra Chauhan's report for DD India.